Hello, welcome. Let's do a little Qigong, shall we? Let's take the hands back. Spreading the fingers out, pulling the fingers back, stretching the wrist, lift the chin, engage the scapula to stretch the chest. Big breath in through the chest, and then exhale. We'll bring the hands together. Honoring upper, middle, and lower dantians with a gentle bow. You honor your place of practice. Let's begin by pulling in heaven and earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Earth energy rises up into the body. Heavenly chi descending down through you. The blending of heaven and earth within the body vessel, within your human form. And by doing so, we create a sense of softening, a sense of melting through the body, through the tissues, into the earth, deep down. This is how we clear the mind, calm the mind, and prepare the body for our Qigong practice. We'll take a few more breaths. Imagine you're standing waist deep in water. And your hands just drag over the surface of the water. They shadow the movement that you make in your hips. Drawing a figure 8 within your pelvis here. We stir the energy within the dantian. Stirring the dantian. Move the chi by moving your center. Addressing all the attachments that the muscles have of the legs to the pelvis, be it front, back, inside, outside. And then change direction in that figure 8 you're drawing. Allow your breath to be long and harmonious. Move those hips. And I'm going to open up to my left, my right side. I'll sink into my left leg and reach out over the toes. And then standing tall, I'll change sides. Sink, sit back, reach out. And then coming up. Back to your front, ringing the temple gong. We keep the knees soft and simply turn the waist. And by doing so, we swing the arms or throw the arms. And we'll just keep it just subtle right now. And when you get to one side, it'll engage your core a little bit more to pull the body more into that twist. And then relax and let your body spin to the other side. And now we'll pick it up. Feet are still grounded at this point. Knees are bent, heels on the earth or on the ground. And now we'll shift our weight. And as we shift our weight, we allow the heel to lift. And let's step the feet out. Little wider horse. And then slowing down. And we'll pause here and give a little twist. Other side. Going to center and lift up. Legs extend, bending bear folds over. We bend at the waist. Then bend the knees, drop your hips around your back, relax your head. Letting go of all tension. Roll up. Slowly stacking the vertebrae. Let's take those shoulders back. Lift the hands. And down. We'll do that 2 more times. I'll turn to the left to fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, round the back, relax the head hanging out. Breathing, letting go of all tension. And then come up. Same thing, arms float up, hands come in, and then down and sink. And one more time, over the other leg, turn, fold first, bend the knees, drop the hips, round the back. Great, relax the head. And then come on up. One more time. Shoulders back. We'll take the arms up, back and down. Hands behind. Little stretch, and then turn the waist in this fashion. Rolling the torso around. Change direction. When you come back up, we'll relax the hands, walk the feet back in. Back to shoulder width. Stretch and support the sky. We gather a big ball of earth energy. And then move it up through the body. Turn the hands, sink and press up. Full extension of the arms as you gaze up. And then soften. Inhale as you gather. Pull it up. Hold the breath. Then exhale. Breathing in. Holding. Exhaling. Gather. There's yin energy rising to support yang qi descending. Stretch and support the sky. Breathing in. Pause, hold the breath. Exhale. Good. A few more times here. And let's go one more breath. Breathing in. Hold. Exhale. And take a breath. Full inhale in there. I'm going to step on a diagonal line and start on my back leg here, rotating the rings. This deals with spinal extension, spinal twisting, turning and twisting, and spinal flexion. Turning and twisting, coiling back, breathing in, breathing out. See your spine like a dragon playing in the ocean waves, coiling, turning, twisting, bending, and bowing. As it plays in the energy of waves. Breathing in, exhale. We'll take another breath here. And return to our front. And we'll pause here and hold a big ball of energy in our arms. Take a breath. And other side, I'll step back on that right foot. Breathing in, breathing out. And we'll take another breath here. Coming back to our front, our center, pause. Pulling in heaven and earth, take a breath. And we'll open the feet out again. Draw water, quench fire. So we'll start here in a wide gate between the feet. Spine is roughly parallel to the ground, just hovering over the floor. I'm going to shift to my right leg first and lift the torso up. I'll roll this left shoulder back and down. And then I'll move through the middle, drop down, shift sides, and come up to the other side. Using the element of water, once again, we'll draw water up the insides of the legs, moving through the lower dantian and up into the middle dantian, the heart. We draw this water to quench the fire of the heart, the heat of the emotions. Breathe in as you lift up and roll that shoulder back. And exhale as you move to the other side. Hand just kind of drags up the inside of the leg to the hip and then slides back down to the knee. Breathing in, pull that water up. Exhale. And let's take another breath here. Come to center, gaze up, rise up. And let's bring the feet in. Standing tall, take the arms out, palms are up. And then soften the knees, soften the elbows, palms down. Breathe in, let those hands float up. And breathe out. Flying wild goose. This is heart energy elevating, heart energy descending. The arms are extension of your heart energy. You can see your arms like your wings, that of the flying wild goose. Your wings reaching out forever through the heartfelt energy that you send in all directions around you. You can see it ripple through the atmosphere. Exhale. And out. And we'll change it up here. So as we inhale, we're going to wrap those fingers around the thumbs. Palm, back of the hands touch, and then soften. Exhale, open the hands. Inhale. Exhale. So 2 breaths here, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Pulling. Exhale. In. Out. We'll go through a few details on this one. So the starting point, we want to pull the hands up. You'll start to feel a stretch on the outside of the arm, back of the hand. While you're here, we bring the chin in to stretch the back of the neck. Then we pull out. And let's stay here. Let's release the hands, lift the fingers, so we stretch the palms now and sink and bring the hands back in. Fingers wrap the thumbs, to chin, and then lift the face. And sweep those hands back down to our start. Tuck the chin, fingers pull in, and then lift the face. And now we'll carry on. Pulling in and up. Release, back of the hands, touch, pressing up, and relax down. Breathing in, 2 breaths here. Exhale. And once more here. The light is changing. And let's pull in heaven and earth. I'll bring the feet in a little bit. Back to Wuji posture. Open the door. Like balloons are filled with helium that are tied to your wrists with string. The arms float up and out at an angle in front of you. At about the height of the shoulders, we show the palms forward and slightly lift the elbows. This opens the channels that run through the underarm. Sink. Working towards one breath through this, breathing in, breathing out. Or if you find that is a bit straining, you can move through 2 breaths here. We can inhale, exhale, inhale, the hands come in, and then exhale, they descend and then sink. And once again, wherever you find your breath or wherever your body finds the breath, and sink. Do it a few more times. In life, we have many doors of opportunity. And each one takes action, some more than others, to open that door a little bit further. And then to walk through it. One more breath here. Or one more cycle if you're moving through 2 breaths. And let's embrace the ball. Let my right arm on top. I'm going to see this ball of energy expand in front of me. And I'll rotate the arms around. And then I'll catch that ball and sink. So the lower hand palm down, the upper hand palm up. And this is the movement of the arms. Knowing that the movement, essentially, we want the movement to come from the waist turning. And this one is really subtle. So my right arm is on top. I'm going to turn the waist slightly to the right to move the arms, to expand the ball of energy. And then I'll turn my arms to the left, or my waist to the left. To keep those arms spinning, I'll turn it back to the right, and then back to the left as I catch and sink. So it's just off center when I'm not turning way to the left. I'm just turning a little bit. I'll turn a little bit more. I want to keep those arms moving, and then I catch and sink, and I'm back at my front. Breathing in and out. spin and catch the ball. So the ball expands and it spins, it's kind of hovering right in front of you, and we catch and sink and spin that ball around. Breathing in, out. One more time here. Move from the center, pull in heaven and earth. So the hands having a stronger electromagnetic field, we're more likely to feel energy within the hands and the fingers, rather than feeling energy move through your liver or any other organ for that matter. So that's why we use our hands in our Qigong practice to facilitate energy rising, to connect with the energy that's descending. Or if we intend energy to expand, we'll separate the hands. And then to coalesce or contract the qi, we bring the hands in. Or movements of the arms guide qi. Energy rising, descending, expanding, and contracting. Inhale, slight rise out of the legs. Exhale, sinking into the legs. I'll stay low here as I expand and inhale. And exhale, contract, coalesce. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. And out. One more time, and then we'll focus on those last two, the expanding and the contracting. And just stay here. So feel the range of motion that we have in our movement here with the arms. So if your elbows are near the ribs, yet away from the body, you're holding this ball. We're going to expand the ball or spread the qi in the ball and move the hands out. Arms are now maybe a 45-degree angle from the body or from the front. And we'll come back to that start point. Breathing in, breathing out, in, and out. We'll slow the movement down and elongate the breath. As if there's a force pushing on the back of your hand, trying to keep your hands from separating, and as if there's a force on the palms of your hands, trying to keep the hands from coming together. Slow it down even more. Let's still keep this range of motion coming out way out here, and then bringing it back in. Breathe in. And out. And now we'll cut the movement in half. So as we inhale, we still elongate the breath, slow it down. We don't open as far. Maybe we pause and still fill the body with the breath. And then exhale, we'll bring the hands back to our start point. Still expelling all the breath, so full breaths here. So maybe we even slow the movement down even more so to match the breath. Breathing in, spreading, breathing out, contracting, coalescing, cultivating, or compacting. You're compacting the qi. You're a tighter ball. Let's just allow the hands to kind of pump. Slightly moving out. Just let your let your body breathe. Slightly moving out and slightly moving in. Just kind of pumping the hands. Just little movement. And bring the awareness into the space between the palms. Feel the density there. And we can sense this, or palpate, if you will. We can feel this density, whether our hands are here or whether our hands are here. And we can kind of pump the ball from the top and the bottom and still get a sense of the chi that we carry within our hands. The chi that we carry within the lower dantian. And the chi that we work with within our Qigong practice. As you move the hands around, just notice where you might feel it more so, that density, as opposed to where you don't feel it as much. And maybe we just need to slow the movement down even more as we're rotating the hands around the ball. Breathe in, breathe out, inhale, exhale, open, contract, rise, descend, spreading and contracting, pull in heaven and earth. Using the element of water again, from the earth, this water moves up through the body, entering through the feet, filling the legs, and the lower dantian. We can picture a big pool or maybe a big ocean of energy in that lower center. And through our movement and our intention, we can warm up that ocean. We can warm that pool of energy. And as we're warming, we're going to bring that energy up even higher. So it moves up through the Tai Chi pole, from lower dantian into middle dantian, into the heart space. And this water meets the fire of the heart, creating steam, and that steam rises up, continuing to rise through your Tai Chi pole, entering the upper dantian, the brain, and this vapor comes out of the crown of the head and disperses and showers down over you, creating like a rainbow mist. At the top, we use the fingers to peel back any clouds that might be lingering out overhead. And it's this way that we part the sky. Peeling back anything that's clouding our mind, that clouds our hearts. And let the light shine down. Let the yang energy descend through you. Parting the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rainbow mist showering down through your Wei Qi, through the energy field. In. Out. And let's take another breath here. Parting the sky. And pull in heaven and earth. And we'll open the feet once again. So going into this wide gate between the feet, I'm going to start in this right leg. And I'll bring the fists into the hips. So be mindful that we stay in this bow stance. And the only thing that we're doing in the leg base is we're dropping down into this leg more, throwing the hips back as we fold the torso down. And then as we pull in and up, we come back to our start. So the hips throw back, the arms throw forward, and we drop into that leg more as we fold the torso over, reaching for the extended leg, pull in and up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Catch of the day. Casting out your nets and drawing in. What will you bring in to feed you? To feed your heart, your soul. Exhale. Inhale. Let's take another breath. Coming to center. And we'll press those palms down. Moving to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Pulling in and up. Casting out your net. Drawing it back up. What are you bringing into your life? Exhale. In. Out. We'll take another breath. And return to our front, our center. Relax the arms, shift your weight to walk the feet in. Good, we'll come back to shoulder width. Arms are parallel here, kind of like, let's say you're holding a cinder block. And I'm going to extend through the legs, turn to my right, because my right arm is on top. That lets me know I'm going to open to my right first. And I open the hands out. So for the most part, I want to try and keep my pelvis facing the forward direction. So I get a nice twist here. You feel this hip flexor twisting and opening. Now the right hand is going to place fingers just behind the ear, lightly touching the skull. The left hand comes behind at the back, just at the sacrum. I'm going to inhale and turn and look in the direction my elbow is pointing. And then exhale, I'll bend the knees and tuck to my left. As I do, as I drop down, that left hand's going to slide up the back. And then I'll inhale, lift, the hand slides back down. I come back to the start. And exhale, tuck, hand slides up. Inhale, hand slides down. And exhale. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Exhale. and sliding up and sliding down. Last one here. And coming up, and then we'll open the arms, unravel, and other side. So before we go into the other side, a couple things to mention. So here's the posture here. Be mindful that when you tuck, we don't close the elbow off. We want to keep this area open, and we engage the torso to tuck and pull down. So you want to really engage that abdominal wall. And this side here predominantly, because that's the side we're tucking down towards. Holding that cinder block, come out of the legs, open the arms. Left hand behind the ear, fingers touch the skull, right hand at the small of the back. Inhale, gazing where the elbow is pointing. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck, hand slides up the back. And rising, hand slides down, breathing in, breathing out. And we'll have a few more breaths here on this side. And finally, inhale, exhale. As you come up, we unravel the arms again. Settle. And step that right foot back and extend the arms out. So I make two fists. My left fist is up, my right fist is down. So whatever leg is your forward leg, whatever leg is bent in your bow stance, that's the direction you're going to turn. You're going to turn into that forward leg. As you turn and twist, we pull the hands and we bend the elbows to bring the hands into the. It's somewhat the chest, but it's really kind of where the liver is, right here, just at the lower portion of the ribs. Turning and twisting, and then inhale, and then we'll untwist and extend the arms out or the fists out. So I never see the hand that's behind me. Inhale, exhale, turning and twisting. We want a strong leg base, engage those quadriceps. You have 9 oxen tails in your right hand and 9 in your left, and we draw those oxen in by the power of your center turning. Breathe in, breathe out, and we gaze out over that hand, over that front fist. Exhale, turn and look behind, over the shoulder. Inhale, exhale. In, out. And one more breath here, this side. Exhale. Extend through the arms, we open the hands, and we step this back foot, or my right foot in this case, in. And then I'll turn and step back on the other side. Same thing, other side. I never see this left hand now. Drawing it in, inhale, extending out, gaze out over that front fist, exhale, looking back over the shoulder. Couple more breaths. And extending out, open the hands and step this left foot in, pulling in heaven and earth. Let's take another breath. Gather. Like you're wrapping your arms around a big tree, we're going to drop the head and push through the upper back. Then we lift the face, sink, and press the palms down. No one has ever measured the extent of how much one can love. Here, we look deep, way into the back of our heart space. And we drop in. From that depth, we gather and bring it to the surface so we can offer and extend that heart energy out and settle and see what happens. Breathing in, 2 breaths here. Breathing out. In. Out. Exhale. Gather. Look way back. Drop in. From that depth. Extend it out. Settle. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Once more. Breathing in. Breathing out. And I'm going to step back on that diagonal line again. Lady with a fan. So essentially, I'd like to have a fan in my hand, and one of these days I will. But for now, I'll just tuck the thumb behind and use my hand as that fan. So I lead with the back of the fan. Turning the waist to roll back, to pull the hand back. Turning the waist to move forward. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. So our single fan here. A few more times, and then we'll incorporate that second arm or second fan. Breathing in. Out. In. And now we'll work that other fan. Both palms push back here as you roll back. Changing hands, exhale, in, out. And let's take another breath here. And I'll let that go and move right into the other side. Breathing with a single fan, fingers up, fingers down. Move, fingers down, fingers up, and sweep. Breathe in, breathe out. Turn the waist to move the body, to move the chi. And let's work that other fan. Inhale, exhale. And let's take another breath. Moving back to your front, your center, hold the ball. Breathe in, breathe out. And we'll open the feet. Another wide gate. We'll bring the fists to the up into the ribs here. And we'll tuck the thumbs. Beginning with the right fist, we push. Open the hand. Gather. Pull it in. And other side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. See that you're pushing through the mountain. Gather some chi and then pull that mountain in towards you. And then a couple more breaths here. Open the hands. And let's play the palms forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Walking the feet back in, back to shoulder width. Guangdong strokes beard. Moving just through the fire cycle today. Energy rising up the spine as you inhale, over the crown of the head, through the tongue that's gently placed at the roof of the mouth, and down the front center line of the body. Up what is known as the governing vessel, and down what is known as that conception vessel, or the Du and Ren channels. Regulating your internal energy, which affects the external body and the surrounding energy field. Let's take another breath here. Pull in heaven and earth. Breathing in. Breathing out. In. Breathing out. And closing for now. Taking the hands back, engage the back, to open and stretch the front. Big inhale, and exhale. Honoring not only your place of practice, also honoring the place of those who practice with you, be it in the present time or in this virtual space. Gently pull your feet up out of the earth and put your hands together. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.